Hi, this is Simon with Trade and Perform Coaching. Taking a quick minute here to do a bit of an early review of this morning's trade and take a look at how I handled that trade, how I handled the loss that I took, and a little bit of the approach and psychology that I use to my own trading plan and see if I can't help some of my followers. So I had the white zone today at 1610 to 1612. Before I go into that, I forgot the quick disclaimers. Nothing in this video or in my charts should be construed as trading advice. Trading futures is extremely risky. You can lose all of your investment. You can even lose more than your investment. So again, this is only for educational purposes. Have your own trade plan. Don't follow anyone blindly. So again, 1610 to 1612 is the white zone. It determines control. Sellers have control below. Buyers have control above. The easiest way to approach this plan, the least aggressive way to approach this plan, is to simply say I'm only trading in direction. I'm only trading in the direction of control. When we're above the white zone, I'm only looking for longs. When we're below the white zone, I'm only looking for shorts. When we open in the zone directly below the white zone, and if you go look at my blog, you'll see plenty of examples where we gap below and we keep falling. That's actually been the mode for days, or we gap above and we keep running. So I certainly was not interested in looking at this long, whether it was the right call or not, can't say, but I did not take it long this morning. I did take a short in this zone. I took a 3-point stop. So you'll see at the white zone, we did pause. We rotated all the way up to the back, then rotated all the way down to the front. However, there was no follow through to the downside. Responsive buyers continued to push. When this bar closed above the white zone on a 5-minute basis, buyers were now in control. Now, this told me a couple of things, and the most important thing that it told me was that I could stop fighting the market. Okay, if I'm short here, where a lot of traders get in trouble is they go, there's no way they're going to run this up. That's the thought that goes through their head, and so they'll short here, and they'll short here, and they'll short here, and then they'll eventually, if odds hold true, will panic out right here and take a full loss, only to watch it nosedive all the way back in. It's the worst feeling in the world. Don't do it to yourself. Have a stop that fits both the amount of capital you have to trade and fits the profile of the trade you're taking and the odds of the trade that you're taking. And if you don't know all of those things, don't trade until you do. That's usually what I would tell my coaching clients. Know your odds, know what your position is, and know what the reasonable stop is for that trade. You can't use a 0.5 point stop on a trade that requires a 3 or 4 point stop. It won't work. All you end up doing is getting a bunch of stops. By the same token, you can't just leave it wide open if you're trading aggressively. If you're a trader that you need large swings, you have to wait till we get to extremes to put on those positions. These small little moves in between should mean nothing to you. Know who you are as a trader. So at any rate, responsive buyers continue to push up, and we pushed into initial resistance. Initial resistance, the first push, middle to back of the zone with a reasonable stop behind initial resistance, yielded a fantastic trade for 8 ticks. Actually, if you're aggressive, you probably got 12 ticks out of this. But for the clients I coach, again, consistency is everything for us. We want to build the trading accounts. That's all our focus is on. We took 8 ticks, and now we're done. There's nothing left for me to think about here. We've already had the first move into the zone. I'm not trying to think if the second move will hold, won't hold. Should I get long? Is it going to bust through? I'm done. I'm just waiting for my next setup. And my next setup is quite clear where it occurs. If I'm a counter trader, an aggressive counter trader, it's somewhere up here, middle to back of the zone. If I am a trader that wants to get long, and I am only looking at trading direction of control, I'm looking for the first move into the middle to back of this white zone with a reasonable stop behind. Okay, so I haven't had any of those. In addition, I realized at this point of the day with this move coming into the white zone that the easiest part of my day ended between 10:30 and 11 a.m. My odds get lower in the afternoon, and I reduce trading size to reflect the difficulty in random volatility that occurs in the afternoon. It's a July 4th weekend. That randomness, that volatility, my guess is it's going to be even higher. And you can tell by the swift reversal, chasers really got burnt this morning. The ones that try to get long here, figuring we were going 1522, 1524, excuse me, 1622, 1624. I saw plenty of talk about that on Twitter this morning, and they were pretty sure they had an easy 4-point ride up, and instead what they had is a 6-point loss which usually you can bet if there's an inexperienced trader or a chasing trader, he's going to exit that trade at the worst time possible because he wasn't disciplined entering his trades, and there's certainly no reason why he was disciplined exiting the trade. And if you traded ES for any amount of time, it's simply an awful momentum trader. Awful. Most days, most times, it will burn you. So be aware of that. So as we rotated up, we did have a bit of tick divergence in here, but again, so slow holiday trading. We made a push and we missed this 16.1875 to 16.2075 by one tick right here, just one tick shy. And we went into New York lunch a little bit, and responsive sellers immediately materialized, and it pushed us all the way back down and through the white zone. On initial resistance, again, why am I not taking long? Because of these moves down. They seem like they're simple moves. Oh, I could have gotten in here at exactly the back and rotated up. It's unlikely that you did that. It's very difficult. I don't even take my trades all the time at the very back of the zone. Usually I'm looking at the middle of the zone. And if I took it in the middle, the only place I made 2 points here was from the very back of the zone, and I risked just getting flushed down into the white zone. You need some rotation. So 16.1875, let's look at some rotation a bit. 16.1875, 10 points back would actually put us down into this 16.08 to 16.06 zone, where I would expect at least some responsive buyers to step in now, since we're testing the low at the beginning of the day. Middle of this zone to back of this zone, again, might be okay. Again, it's aggressive trade only because we've already hit initial resistance. My targets, again, are 8 tick targets up from the middle to back of the zone and a reasonable stop below. Most of my clients are using 2 to 3 point stops on their trades, and we're staying disciplined. So if you look at what I've done so far today, 2 trades. I took a loss here, I had a winner here, and I'm down 1 point on the day, and I'm not struggling to try to get back up. I'm just simply not worried about it. It's a holiday week. It's been a little bit of a tough week with the directional moves in the first hour with very little retraces. And I know when I get in this situation, my entire objective is simply to stick to my trade plan, respect my stops, keep taking my notes, keep writing in my journal, and keep waiting for the perfect opportunity. And how will I identify that perfect opportunity? The market will tell me. It'll give me tick divergence. It'll be the first time into a zone. It'll be a good rotation down from the highs or the lows where I'm entering the trade. All of that will give me an edge. So I hope that this helped a little bit. I have no clue where we close today. I can easily see us closing at 16.22 to 24. I could also see us closing at 15.94 to 15.96. I think you can go either way. As you saw on Friday, these markets get thin and they can push them a long way quickly. Don't get hurt. Protect your capital. This game is about survival and stacking chips. Anyways, my name is Simon. I hope I've been helpful to some out there. I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to enjoy lunch myself now. Feel free to email me any questions at tradeandperform@gmail.com. Have a great day.